Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just a little bit concerned about some of you. I mean, you go to YouTube, you watch some videos, you might find something that you can't believe. You just can't believe it. So you go on there, you comment, and you tell the person who made the video, so, you think there's quantum physics out there, so how can you prove that? Or where did you get your research? Or who told you that, most basically? Now, if you really want to think about it hard, and you're going to ask somebody to prove themselves. Now, say the guy on the YouTube video tells you, oh, well, I got it from Google. So, gives you the link to Google. You go to Google, you find the other guy who came up with the idea. So you ask him, hey, where's the proof? I need some evidence for this to be true. So, this guy gives you 3 resources that he used to come up with his idea. So he gives you those resources, and once again, you're unsatisfied. So you go to those resources and you ask those 3 people, hey, this guy came up with an idea based on your stuff. How do I know your stuff's true? Well, it's science, they say. And I guess you know where I'm going from here. You know that if you keep searching for an idea, eventually you're going to reach the conclusion that you're never really going to find the actual source of the idea. There are facts out there that state that when someone comes up with a new invention, that at least 5 other people around the world come up with that same exact invention at the same time. How, you might ask? I don't know how, but I do know where the source is. Now, I will tell you that the source is God. Now, probably 50 of you guys just jumped up and said, God? Well, he doesn't exist, and where's God? How can you prove that God exists? Well, a good analogy came up to me yesterday about that question. Now, I want you to think about this. Let's say that you are God. Your whole body is made up of everything you've ever created. Now, let's say that one day one of your blood cells jumps up and says, hey, I don't think God exists. How can you prove that he exists? I mean, if God's real, why doesn't he just show himself right now? Well, being as that I am using you to create myself, you're only just one small part of my entire whole. So it would be virtually, I mean, it could be possible, but mind you that I would have to shrink myself down to your size and then show you what I'd look like. But it would kind of be impossible, because if you were to shrink yourself down, then that one blood cell that was yelling for the proof would also be shrunk down. So there's no way to get contact. It's mostly like a telepathic message. But that's as far as proof can go. I mean, if you don't believe in God, I mean, you can't be without God. You just can't. You can't be without God. It's just a fact. But still, you guys are going to ask for proof and questions and research and all of this blah blah blah. Now, let's call God not just a person, but all things that are created. Everything. Any combination, anything, everything. All realities, all forms of life, all the structures of an atom, every single part, everything. Stretch out to infinity, wouldn't you think? Now, the funny part is that if everything exists, then why in the world would you even need proof in the first place for something to be real? If everything exists and is up for the taking. Now, because it is true and it is a fact that everything exists and every single idea that is out there is up for grabs. The hard part understanding is that you can't jump out there and grab an idea that is millions of years in the future. Now, the reason why I say that is because the further into the future that, say you grab an idea, let's say I grab an idea from the year 3000 and an invention's going to be made, and I just somehow snatched it so I could produce it in my time. Now, the people of my time would look at me like I was an alien. That stuff is impossible, bro. There's no way we could do that. There's absolutely no way that we can make that happen. The only reason why they say that is because that technology is so far ahead in the future that there really isn't a way to create that idea and to, manifest that into reality unless you knew all the workings and how to build the invention. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the guy who created the camera, who was laughing at that dude? All of his colleagues, everybody was laughing at him. Yeah, okay, sure. You can take a picture of somebody and make them move on a screen. Right. I'm right here, okay? There's no way you can copy my entire body onto a TV without me actually being there. That's basically what people were saying back then. They couldn't believe it. I need proof. Can you prove that you can do this? Oh, look at that. He just made a TV with video. It's pretty funny, but inventions are, that's what they're there for, to invent. But yeah, everything is out there. All ideas, everything. And if anybody expresses an idea to you, you don't have any reason. There's absolutely no reason why you should go up to them and say, prove it, or where's the science, or you need to back your shit up. Why? Why would I need to back anything up? If everything exists and everything's there, then it doesn't matter what I say, because it's gonna be there like it, whether you like it or not. Because it's not just about you, it's about everything and everyone. You can't be selfish and say, oh, I need proof for that. Where are your resources? Where's your evidence? It's nonsense, dude. Nonsense. The only reason why we created technology was because of those people. Yes, if you really want to know the truth, technology was created because people were getting disconnected from the prime creator, or the creational love source, or the creational force in the universe, or God. It doesn't matter what you call it. It is an it. That's what I call it. The IT, information technology. Now, there's a reason why all that's out there. I'm just saying, the technology, we created technology because people got disconnected. They got disconnected. Why? Because they stopped believing in themselves. You know that the human being is the most technologically advanced creation in the entire universe. In the initial stages of creation is how our bodies were created. We were just allowed to start living in them earlier so we could learn about ourselves from scratch. But and we're still working on it. I mean, we're not able to fly yet. We're not able to manifest matter into reality yet. We're not able to move things with our minds. I do know that the telepathy is increasing. People are starting to read each other's minds and get confused because they don't know what's going on. But they're learning. It's just a force that's gonna happen. I mean, people are gonna start reading each other's minds, alright? Y'all are gonna just have to deal with it. Learn how to think more clearly. Because in reality, you aren't alone. Everyone is watching you. Everyone knows what you're doing. I don't know what the whole big deal is with this whole privacy thing. You are never, ever alone. Even if you're standing in a room by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone is watching you. Everyone knows what you're doing. Everyone knows what you're thinking. So, why be ashamed? Just if you're gonna think of something, you might as well say it. But anyways, we're gonna have to learn how to adjust to that, stuff like that. But yes, we are the most advanced technology ever. We don't even have to breathe air. I don't think you guys understand this. We don't even have to breathe or eat or do anything. We are galactic universal beings. We can stand in a void and create anything. That's how powerful we are. Not a lot of people know or understand that. That we are under control. We put ourselves under control purposefully so we could see how much would it take us. How long would it take for us to find out that we're under control and to figure out a way to release ourselves from that control? Which is kind of the test. But anyways, we're talking about proof. And I don't need to prove myself to anyone because I live in reality. And reality is that things are happening. Things are happening all the time, all around me. In all interlays, overlays, underlays, everything. Everything is there all in one point, only one spot. And the spots are just spread out around the globe. So, that's all I want to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. It's about 15 minutes anyway. Anyways, just to remind you guys, I love you. I want to provide all the information I can to get out there. You can call it truth, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just calling it information because, there's no such thing as a lie or the truth. It's whatever you want to believe. And if you want to believe that you are a universal being and that you can do amazing things, and awesome, because that's the goal here. We're supposed to acclaim our power back, get our power back, and do what we want to do. I mean, there's no limit. I mean, because you know why? if we can create things, we can obviously uncreate them and create them back again. So there really is no harm done. But anyways, namaste and la catch. I love you guys. And remember now, don't be mean, play nice.